ladies and gentlemen, people around the world, welcome to the Just One Beer Show. Oh, say, can you see? We are back. Yeah. Excited. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I'm here. I'm your host, Travel Man Dan, and welcome to the Just One Beer Holiday July 4th special episode. Hey, I don't even know what to do. Do we have anybody in the room? It's been a while, but good to be back. It's good to be here. That's what I miss the most. It's not so much about the beer. It's good to be here. If you're out there and you're watching, thank you so much for being here. We got a fun show today. I thought this would be a good time to go ahead and bring it back. We got Frank in the house. All right, good to see you. And old buddy Frank, happy 4th of July to you, my friend, all the way from Massachusetts, I believe you are. Special episode. That's right. We've been away for a while. We haven't been doing the Just One Beer or the weekly beer show. So I'm really excited to be here because of this, because of the interaction that I have back and forth with you guys out there. So thank you so much. If you're watching, wherever you're watching from, please stop by, say hello, shoot me a comment. I'll do my best to go ahead and get to every comment. I kind of got a makeshift thingy in front of me. I don't have the full setup, but the bar is still up. I'm having an Orion Lager. Happy 4th. Yes, Massachusetts. I don't think I know what an Orion Lager is, but I hope it's good, Frank. Wishing you and your family, your friends, your loved ones a happy 4th. Good to see you here. Nice USA. Yeah, I wear this hat once a year. I don't know. I think actually it was my mother's hat. It's like like one of those gas station hats. I've had it probably 20 years, and I put it on every 4th of July like an American cheese ball, and I love it. So here I am. We got a couple of people in the room. I'm excited for today's Just One Beer. We got a fun beer to go ahead and try and review. I'm going to go ahead and add some things that I take from the weekly beer show. I'm going to throw it on this show. I'm a little curious to see how this is going to all go because as you know, we stopped doing the show and I was really in my rhythm. I really had a flow going. So we're back. We're going to be a little choppy. I'm not sure how even the equipment's going to hold up, but we're doing it. Hopefully you can hear me okay. You can see me. I can see you. It's the Coors Light of Okinawa. Nice. Oh, I love it. I love it. Bought a case of it at Costco, the case of Japanese beer. This makes my day. That makes my day, man. Really, Frank, thank you so much. Today, not only do we have equipment issues or whatever, we're going to see how that all works, but we're going to see how I do on alcohol. I haven't drank much lately. I'm coming off the 75 hard about now. It's been about 30 days since I finished, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. I think I've only drank, I drank a lot in Costa Rica, and I drank, last week at a pool party. That's pretty much it. So I'm excited to see how I do. But today's beer is going to be fun because today's beer is strong. It's going to be an Imperial Stout. Okay, so dark beer. If you've never tried this, it's a local here in Southern California. And today's beer, I'm going to pull it out. I don't even know how to open this thing. I'll show you. But today's beer, we're going to be drinking from the Bruery in Placentia. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's over near Anaheim. And it's called Black Tuesday Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Look at this thing. Holy moly. Look at this thing. Okay, sorry. Let me get you in focus. All right, so. All right, maybe we'll try. There we go. There we go. Okay, so the little things like this we're going to have to catch up on. But yeah, look at this thing. Holy shit. 18.9%. It's a full pint. So it's a big beer. Holy moly is right. This thing is, it's a barrel-aged Imperial Stout. So I'm not sure how that's going to go over. I love Imperial Stouts. I'm not thrilled all the time for barrel-aged. As you can see up here, we've drank some beers over the year. Me and my co-host Nate. By the way, Nate just can't make it. He says to say hi and happy 4th of July, everybody. But this looks like it'll put you sideways. Yeah, probably. We're going to see how I do. The first thing I'd like to say is a shouts out to Debbi C, my friend at the pool party. Actually, the wife of my good friend James, who is the brother of my friend Rocco. Yes, thank you so much for this special gift. I was right before I blacked out that night because I was drinking tequila. And I remember talking to them about the beer show, and they offered to hand me this one and gift me this one. So I'm excited to try it. Here it is from Debbi C. Thank you so much. The Bruery Black Tuesday Imperial Barrel Aged Stout. Okay, Frank, you're drinking that whole thing. I'm going to try. All right, you know how we do it on the beer show. The first thing we got to do is figure out how to open this thing. I can't believe I can't even figure out how to open this damn thing. So I don't know. It's got oh, I think I found a little tie. As you can see, okay, maybe you can't see, maybe you can, but it's got this little like peely thing. Okay, so I got it started, and you go ahead and fancy. All right, so you peel that off, which then takes off this kind of foil wrapper. Ooh, is it twist tie? No. Okay, so now you got to kind of shimmy that thing up. Okay, so it's a regular bottle opener. If you can see that, you can see it. So let's go to our old trusty bottle opener that we love here on the show. And we're going to go ahead and get under this thing. And what do we do here on the Just One Beer show? We go ahead and we crack it, we smell it, and then we're going to taste it. All right, so here we go. Let me give you guys this thing is freaking all right. Happy 4th of July, by the way, everybody. Oh, okay, we got it open. Ooh, there's smoke. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever smelled a beer on this show this intense. Oh my gosh. It smells like chocolate, raisinets, and alcohol. Super strong. Okay, super strong. All right, this is the Bruery Black Tuesday. Mind you, it is 19% alcohol. Got one of my favorite glasses here, the Imperial Stout glass. Bet you this is going to be just a nice light beer, right? All right, let's take a look. Oh, man, look at this thing. That thing is black and thick, and I can smell it. Oh, man. Oh, this is delicious looking. Look at this. Look at the head on this thing. Y'all still like head, right? All right. This is getting weird. Okay. All right. There's still a lot more in this thing, but that is a beautiful looking beer right there. Take a look, guys. That is the Black Tuesday from the Bruery. All right. Imperial Barrel Aged Stout. Very nice indeed. This looks like the cousin of wine. Yeah, this looks like your Imperial Stout. Okay. But the thing that is going to separate this thing is that it's barrel aged, right? So it's made into, doing whatever they do to go ahead and make the beer. Then they go ahead and store it in a barrel. And I think that has something to do with the fermentation. I need Nate here to go ahead and explain it all, but he's not. So we're just going to take it just as it is, as a dumb blue-collar dude. Here it is, guys. Happy 4th of July to all my American buddies out there. And wherever you are, enjoy this beer with me. Cheers, everybody. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Wow. Who the hell drinks this? Wow. That thing is crazy right there. All right, you're a great showman. Thank you. No, I'm serious, Frank. I'm not even like joking. This thing, okay. My first sip, okay, my first initial sip. The booziest beer I've ever had. Really. I mean, it's literally like you're drinking whiskey. I can feel my cheeks already flaring up, okay? It's definitely a boozy beer. It's strong. It tastes like molasses. It's got a thick sweetness to it, a caramelized flavor. It is really, really pungent in the smell. And, well, to top it all off, it's got one hell of a backwash to it. When you're done with it, that thing is just like, boop, stings you, right? All right, it's definitely powerful. We're going to try to plow through this beer. I don't know how the hell I'm going to do it. It is very strong. I'm pouring the rest of it just because, well, that's the way I like to do it. You know how we do it here. We finished the whole beer, okay? So that's pretty much it. I think there's one more sip in here. I don't know if the best way to do this is just plow through it and just start hammering it down like the Edward 40 hands. But then I'm going to be smashed the rest of the show. So I kind of want to, get into it a little bit. But geez, man, this thing is freaking strong. 19% beer, probably not the strongest one, but definitely the top 5 that we've had on the show. This sounds like a late November New England beer for when you're camping in Maine after. Yes, that is exactly it. It's not your summertime. Hey, here's a beer. It's 4th of July. And I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why. One, nobody wants to drink a thick, black, molasses sweet drink in the heat of the summer, right? And number 2, dude, I'm telling you, after this bottle of beer, so you're going to be face down if you drink one of these. You're going to swear at your aunt and uncle. You're probably going to fall on the horseshoe pit, or you get tangled up in the volleyball net or the badminton net. You're definitely going to be the life of the party in the wrong way, because this thing already, I can feel how strong it is. Frank says, not for the beach volleyball game. No, definitely not. It's for what you said, for a cold winter night, right? Where you just come in, maybe not even snowing nights. It's like one of those early Novembers where it's so cold, but the snow hasn't come down yet, and the leaves are almost completely gone. And you just like, you know what? You had a couple of pieces of pizza earlier. You're going to sit down. You're going to watch Sunday night football. Your team isn't playing, right? Because if your team's playing, you got all the blood and the juice and the hey, go Buffalo, But let's just say, I don't know, the Vikings are playing New Orleans, and you just like, you know what? I'm going to chill, catch the game. You're watching the second quarter, and you drink one of these. That's the kind of night that you want to have one of these. Definitely not the summer volleyball game. Here we go. Let's try it again. Oh, my gosh. I feel like I'm doing a shot every time. Who skunked my beer? All right. Who put this shot of bourbon in my beer? Oh, my God. Excuse me. I don't need to say it so many times, but holy mackerel. This thing. All right. It's a pint. So it says 9 fluid ounces, but I thought a pint was like a regular glass. This thing is definitely the bigger bottle. All right. It's got a nice bottle. We'll get into the review a little bit later. But hey, guys, happy 4th of July. USA is now 247 years old since, basically starting off. I'm not going to get too political because we all know what happened, before they were the United States, they were called the United Colonies. Did you guys know that? I think that's pretty interesting stuff. We're not going to get too much into the history of everything or, what exactly happened, just for the sake of argument. I don't want to cause an argument here, but 4th of July is mainly just a summer holiday that commemorates the birth of the United States in 1776. So if you're here, you're in America, you know the feeling. If you're out there, please be careful. Don't blow your fingers off or your genitals or anything like that off. Be careful with the fireworks. Watch out for kids around the fireworks tonight. I know a lot of people have been saving up. I know people that have been saving up their fireworks for months just for this one single night. And, when they're so excited about it and they've probably been drinking, you could forget where you do it, and you could launch them near the car or launch them where it's pointing towards the house. So there are many, many stories, and there'll be many, many more tonight of, people screwing up the fireworks. So be careful. If you're out there and you're around crowds of people, enjoy yourself. Don't be a jag-off. Shouts out to Dave Z in Chicago. Don't be a jag-off. Behave yourself. Go out in public. Have a fun time. Who am I to see? Get on my soapbox. But all in all, just have a great holiday, everybody. Gosh, man, where's the time gone? So, guys, if you've been following along my channel, you know that the beer show was stopped because I wanted to focus on some things. I wanted to focus on what I did was the 75 hard. I had knee surgery, and coming off that knee surgery, about a month later, I felt good enough to walk, and I decided to try this 75 hard journey. And the 75 hard journey was great for me. Unbelievable. I did the whole thing No cheat, no compromise. I did it exactly the way that they were supposed to do it. I even added it on. Well, I'm making a. How are your other things going on? Other things are good. We're going to get into that, Frank. You know, basically, the 75 hard. If you don't know about it, you can check out my daily videos. That was what made it the hardest. Was not only to have to complete the 5 tasks, which is take a picture of yourself, pick a diet, stick to that diet, and that includes no cheat meals and no alcohol. Work out twice a day for 45 minutes, once outside, one inside. And in the beginning of it, for the first 41 days, I was on crutches. So I was literally like walking on crutches, and it was raining in California. It sucked. And then you had to take a progress picture of yourself, and you had to read 10 pages of nonfiction. So you think it might be easy, but the daily task of doing that for 75 days is incredibly hard. And what made it really hard was I made a video of each day, some documenting a thing, some just checking in. But the I guess the commitment to continue in the video series was really hard, man, because there was times where like I would go from work to a work function, I would get home and I'd be walking around. I mean, the one night I was walking around my crutches at like 11:30 at night, you know, and then had to come home and read. So it wasn't easy, but you can check it out. If you're ever looking for a tough mental challenge, I definitely recommend it. And I may go ahead and try it each and every year. As you can see, I'm back to drinking alcohol immediately after 75 hard. I mean, like immediately. It ended at midnight. And then I was on a plane the next morning to Costa Rica. On that airplane, I was smashed. A couple of the people on the plane were doing shots. They offered me some, and it turned into a whole thing. So we definitely got hammered, had a fun time, and now I'm back to, you know, just mediocre drinking. So, oh gosh. Okay. The thing about, one thing about drinking and dieting, I lost 28 pounds. It's funny you should say that. Good plan and getting plan. Frank, I lost about 28 pounds from it. I've probably put back 8 pounds, I think, since it ended. And but I'll be going back on it. Look, I had a lot of fun. I ate food. I drank. I enjoyed myself. But it's one thing I realized being on the other side of the conversation of the 75 hard. I really liked being sober. I liked eating healthy. I liked exercising twice a day. It became a point where it was like, when I don't have that, I miss it, right? So I'll be going back to it. Not 75 hard every day, but some degree of it. Is the beer better or worse than the cannoli beer? Good question. Definitely. The cannoli beer was so strange. It's similar. It's that weird, it's like, you know, when you have sweetness, but it's also rich, like chocolate, German chocolate, caramels, things like that. Like it's super sweet and it's rich. But then there's all this weird synthetic sweetness, right? And that's what the cannoli was. And I got to be honest with you, I don't really care for it. There's something about barrel aged that I don't like. I'm not a big fan of bourbon in general. I don't like bourbon. I like a sharper whiskey, like a Scotch or a Canadian or Irish whiskey. American whiskeys it's that weird sweetness, that vanilla sweetness. I don't know. This beer, it's tough to get down for me, to be honest with you. I'm definitely starting to feel the strength of it as I stutter here. But I'm just not. I don't know. Barrel aged. I'll pass on it most of the time. All right, so where were we? Good for you, says. Thanks, Frank. This is awesome having you here. Thank you for hopping on. You know, I'm just doing my thing. You know, the thing about me, one thing I realized after doing 75 hard, I liked all the mental tasks, and I liked, not that I disliked who I was, but I really liked who I was when I was doing that. And I became more focused, more driven in all aspects of my life. So I'm going to be going back to it. Not that I wasn't driven or focused or had clarity, but I was just more, right? I was more intense with myself. It's kind of hard to explain if you didn't really know me each and every day, but, you know, I'm very driven. Everybody that does know me very well knows that I'm pursuing a career as an entertainer. That's why I started YouTube. Before YouTube, I was an actor. I miss that a lot. I miss that a lot. That's a part of me that you can't explain it. An actor or an artist or whatever can describe it to you. But truthfully, I don't even know if those words, or when an artist describes what it is for him or her to be an actor or a musician or a painter, most of the time, I don't really fully know. I just know that I love it, right? And in order to get there and to feel like you're accomplishing it, I think that staying focused and staying and having that mental clarity is an important thing, right? Because I'm not well established right now. I'm climbing that mountain. I'm digging that hole. I'd love to get there. I'm not afraid of the work. And when you're clear-minded and you're not drunk, it's a lot easier. That's all I'm saying. I'll keep all that other stuff pretty personal to me because I don't know. I just, when you got those actors and they're talking about what it's like for them to be an actor and this, that, and the other thing, I always find that a little, I don't know. I guess in the moment the words come out, but it's a fluctuating thing, right? So why we do what we love to do, I don't know. It's just I'm just passionate about it. I just enjoy it so much. I'll say that. I don't know how to fully describe it to somebody else. I guess if you do it yourself, you understand. But I just know that during the 75 hard, I was very clear. I was very focused, and I'm going to continue to do that to pursue my dream. Now, when it comes to YouTube, I'm never giving this shit up. Never. This is like my drug, right? People go home, they smoke weed, they go ahead and they do this drug, they do that drug. That's fine, okay? For me, I love to do this YouTube. This I can tell you. I love to make videos. I love making content, thinking about shows, thinking about content, thinking about stuff. Now, I may not be the biggest YouTuber. A lot of people never even heard of me. But you know what? For me personally, this is what keeps me going as a creative person. So I'll continue to do this. I'll continue putting out shows. I just put out some Vietnam stuff. Jeez, I'm already going back to Vietnam next month, and I haven't even fully put out the one. So I hope that you guys are being patient with me. I'm always going to do this, always going to continue. I may even bring back the beer show at some point in full capacity. All right, serious question. You'd be a real good host, talk show, game host. Are you interested? Oh, Frank, it's funny you should ask. I would absolutely love to be a talk show host or a game show host. A game show host for me, it's funny because my older brother always says to me, he says, Dan, I don't really see a lot of as an actor, and because I just don't see a lot of your stuff, and I don't do a lot of stuff too, and he said, but you would be an awesome game host. So yes, I would love to be a game show host. The reason I started the YouTube beer show wasn't about the beer. Okay, it was not about the beer, and I don't mean to make this all about me, but since you asked, Frank, it was never about the beer. It was always about the show and the host. Okay, because I looked at it like this: like I'm an actor, trained as an actor, training as an actor. I do YouTube, travel, and food as like a host, like cool Discovery, Nat Geo, the Food Network, all those shows. They can see that this guy. If you put me in front of your cameras, I bet you we'll make a fun show. But the thing is, I'm doing it on my own, and that's not an excuse either, because there's a lot of good YouTubers out there. But I come from the whole, I guess the Hollywood, the studio, the trained, that kind of thing. And I had to jump into YouTube and learn all this stuff. I'm still learning. So yes, those shows were to practice as a host. The beer show was to practice as a talk host. So I'm absolutely 100%, 100% interested in all that. That's why a lot of times I don't even call myself an actor as much anymore. I consider myself as an entertainer because I don't know what form it's going to come. It's going to come when somebody says, "Yeah, we want this guy." This guy, if we put him in front of our crew, in front of our camera, whether it be an actor, whether it be a show host, a travel show host, a food show host, I think I would do pretty good. I'm pretty confident of that. And this is like my batting practice. This is my training ground. YouTube is every single day. You don't need anybody to hire you. You don't need permission from anybody. You just go ahead and press record. So that's I don't know. I'm actually glad you asked that, Frank, because now we're back onto like why I started my whole YouTube journey, and that's it, man. That's the real reason of it, because I want this to be my practice. You know, so many actors, they sit around and they wait around, and I've been, you know, guilty of it too. And you know, waiting for your agent or blaming on your agent, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other thing. You don't need nobody's permission. With YouTube, you just press record. Make your own shows. You're the director, you're the producer, you're the host, the actor, whatever. Da 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 da. You know, so that is why I do YouTube. And hopefully, when I get the call, that all the practice on YouTube transitions over to, I guess, you know, I just want to say like the paid networks, that type of thing. Frank says, thanks. No problem. Thank you, man. I couldn't do it without you guys, though. Really makes it easy to have a great audience. It's like I always tell my friends, you know, it's easy to do it, an acting job or a hosting job or whatever, an entertainment job, one time in front of 1,000 people. It's easy, man. That's so easy to do. Like, you get up, you're excited. You're excited. If you book it like a couple weeks out in advance, you're pumped up. You can practice. You're getting ready. There's probably rehearsal. You are pumped. But you know what? It's the guy that does it 1,000 times in front of one person, who shows up and practices his craft, they call it, or the process, trust the process. No, it's about just going to work and doing the work and practicing 1,000 times, even if it's just one person. Okay, so that's really important, man. That's where you get good. That's where you learn things and, you know, try things, not just in the one time. So that's my philosophy. I will drink to that. Cheers. Happy birthday, America. This beer is so damn thick. I might have to wash it down with something lighter, just because it's literally so thick. I mean, look at the head rim on this thing. It's definitely very chocolatey. Look at that thing. Super strong. It's got a good taste in the first initial sip that you the first time you put your lips to it. It's got a sweet smell of like very like caramelized molasses. But wow, is this thing? It's heavy, man. Okay. All right. Whew. All right. Speaking of acting, okay, funny thing. I work in the home building industry. I work in construction. I work with all the big home builders, all the big subcontractors here in Los Angeles, everything from Fresno to San Diego, which is a pretty big area. Every new home that's being built, I probably know somebody, or I'm directly working with people that are working on these communities, right? I work in the landscape business. I work in landscape construction. So I'm very familiar with a lot of it. Now, these people that I work with, whether they're in the field, subcontractor owners, sales, purchasing, from windows to doors to floors to landscaping, hands down, nicest people in the world. Just genuine, good, blue-collar American people. Really love the business. Absolutely, really do. Love the people I work with. Excuse me. The relationships that I built, the people that I created. I couldn't think of a better place for me to be, other than PE teacher. I really like being a PE teacher. It's just really hard because, unfortunately, California has a lot of weird, they make it so hard for a teacher, and yet they make it even harder when you get in. But I just really love working with the construction people. Funny sense of humor. So let me tell you a story. This is all going to go back to acting. Last week, I was at a pool party, big builder bash. It's where all the subcontractors get together, and they have all the people from the home building side come. We enjoy. We have a barbecue. We actually had a taco guy. We had a churro truck. This year we had a giant ride the bull, one of those ride the bulls. Those things are pretty cool. Nobody got hurt, thank you. We had a bartender, we had DJ, all graciously hosted by my boss Rocco. So unbelievable party. There's probably about a little over 100 people there. I'm down below because I'm not doing 75 hard, and I'm in the parking lot eating churros. On the loudspeaker, I've been drinking tequila. On the loudspeaker, I hear, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for our star. You know, Rocco's up there hamming it up on me, da-da-da. Please give a big round of applause for our star. And we got today an Oscar for him. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Soleil. And I'm like, I did one of these. Like, who, me? You know? Everybody's clapping and hooting and hollering. I go walking up in my bathing suit. I have no idea what this is all about. And there's my boss, okay, who presents me with my own Oscar award. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. And I don't even know what it's for. Apparently, okay, what had happened is I did a commercial for Copper Fit socks. Not my greatest accomplishment and my best work. I know I could do better, but I did a commercial for Copper Fit socks, and it's been running late night TV. Well, one of the home builders was up at night, had the TV in the background, and there it was. And she turns to the TV and she tells me about it. The only reason I know is just I didn't really see it, but I heard you, and you know I heard you first, and there you were. And so they decided to prank me and give me this Oscar award for my sock commercial, Copper Fit socks. That's right, Frank. So if you guys are out there and you see a Copper Fit socks commercial, and you know, you're gonna laugh your ass off. It's really funny. It paid really good. People were nice, but like I said, not my best work as an actor. It was just fun to do. Check it out, Copper Fit socks. You might even be able to see it on Facebook, because now dude, people will send me messages in the last 2 weeks. I haven't talked to them in 10 years, 20 years. Hey, man, I heard you on Copper Fit. It's just really funny. No Bluebeam. I've seen you on Bluebeam. You're everywhere. Yes, you have. Oh, that's so funny, Bluebeam. And now that I'm actually working construction, I just pulled up the Bluebeam commercials not too long ago, because I was actually playing an estimator, and like estimating is a big part of our job, you know. So it was really funny to see. But yes, Bluebeam, Copper Fit, those are all very blue collar construction jobs, and yeah, I was happy to be a part of it. So cheers to my Oscar. All right, so thank you, Rocco, Maureen, and all you other ball busters out there. Love you guys. Hope you all are having a 4th of July wherever you're at. Oh my gosh. That's the only way to do it, guys. That's the only way to do it. I am just plowing through it. All right, good for you. Yeah, you know, it's a I want to say a rebirth, but I was down for a while. I wasn't doing any acting during COVID, so for like 3 years, I didn't get in front of a camera unless it was here. So it was a lot of fun to get in that spot. And you know, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at, right? So fun stuff. Man, this beer is freaking strong. I don't know how I'm going to get through it. I think it's made to split with somebody, because I think probably this is about 2 beers. That's the second half. Boy, I wish Nate was here to have one with me, or at least share this. Somebody, Frank, get over here and have it. So what are you guys doing for 4th of July? I thought, you know, it'd be fun if we go ahead and pull up some oldie but goodies, okay? Pull up some fun what would you rathers. Why not? So let's make just one beer kind of a fun roundabout show. We always do what would you rather on a weekly beer show, so let's make it fun. Let's have a good time. I know BC threw up, but not me. I've never thrown up on the show. I would love to give you guys that. That's not one session beer. That's a weekend long bottle. Yeah, it is tough, man. I gotta be honest with you. But let's get to what would you rather, guys. Let's try it out. What do you guys think? Go ahead, tell me in the comments below. What would you rather? I'm gonna think of these off the top of my head, and I'm going back to the show notes from 3 years ago. Check this out, okay? I pulled this up. I'm gonna go back, pull one off. This one was a Happy 4th of July episode. COVID reopening. UFC 251. Trump was in Mount Rushmore. St. Louis. Let's see what else was going on. Riots, looting. They were defacing statues. Unfortunately, A very good friend of mine passed away, Mad Mike. God, I miss that guy. That guy was awesome. Mad Mike, wherever you are, man, I miss you, brother. You would have been so happy. You know, I started the show a little bit before this, and Mad Mike was a big drinker. We had a great time together for years in Hollywood. He worked at the nightclub with me, and yeah, when I just saw that really, yeah, it's emotional, man. Miss my friend. Rub My Feet came out on the micro episode. Thank you, Frank. It never gets easy, man. What would you rather? So yeah, let's get into it. Anyway, okay, here we go. What would you rather, guys? Would you rather, okay, since it being the 4th of July, let's go with two great coastal cities. Would you rather go to Charleston, South Carolina? Okay, beautiful place, got an awesome harbor. The food is delicious, Southern charm, just really good hospitality. It's a growing city. Or would you rather come over this way and go to San Diego, where the beer is plentiful? Most breweries in the United States. Very vibrant town, lots to do, just a fun, awesome place. San Diego, it was probably the California that you know about. Hey, happy 4th, Bubba. Good to see you back. I'm checking in. Got some chicken to cook on the grill between thunderstorms. Hope you and everyone are good. Thank you. Frank is here. He says, hi, Bubba. I don't know for sure, but you know, are you making Chevetta's chicken? Do you know Chevetta's, guys? Chevetta's is like the Western New York marinade is awesome. Good stuff. Everyone, I'll go to San Diego, says Frank. For me, I go to San Diego all the time. I absolutely love it. I've been to South Carolina a few times, Myrtle Beach. I've been to Charleston. I would go to Charleston just because I know the city's quieter. It's just just a beautiful place around the harbor. I do have some friends there. I want to try all the delicious food they have there. Their seafood, just like San Diego, is probably amazing. But I'm going to go ahead and go with Charleston. All right, going with number 2. Now, it's been long debated, you know, hot dog or hamburger. But since it's Independence Day, let's throw a little twist on, you know, I guess it all, like, I don't even know how to say this. I'm drunk. All right. Let's go ahead and put a little twist on this. Of course, marinating it right now. Love it. Freaking love Chevetta's. Got some in there. Let's go ahead and put a little twist on this. Let's go ahead and say, if you could, okay, let's go to our neighbors to the south and to our neighbors to the north. Okay, being Independence Day, it's going to be a food. Which would you rather? Would you rather have a regular street taco from Mexico? I'm talking about the smaller little tortilla, the carne asada, the tongue, the al pastor, or the chicken, and just a little onion and cilantro, and hot, very hot. Would you rather have that authentic Mexican taco? Wow. Okay. Almost done. That's the way I'm getting through it. Okay. All right. Mexican taco, or let's go to the north. Street taco, done. You didn't even hear number 2, Frank. Let's see what you got. Or would you rather go north and get a Canadian, the best Canadian poutine? Okay. If you don't know poutine, it's a basket or an order of fries. Okay. And it's got like cheese curds on it and gravy. Okay, delicious gravy. Now, I'm sure it's different from Calgary to Toronto to Quebec, but the consistency is probably all the same. So, you're taking the fries from the north, or the street tacos from the south. What's it going to be, guys? Frank, have you changed your mind? He says, I have the facts. I'm voting yes. Okay, he's going with the street taco. I like it. All right. Nothing wrong with that. I would probably go with the street taco as well. Something about French fries, I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm getting away from it as I get older. Something about it. When I eat fries now, it really makes me feel bloated. Not to sound like an old lady. And when I mean old lady, I mean specifically an old lady named Theodora, my grandma, Theodora Vicario. She would get bloated all the time or talk about it. And so French fries tend to do that to me. I'm going with street taco. But which street taco? Probably carne asada. That shit is awesome. All right, let's go to number 3 from the top of my head. All right, let's see. We're going to go. All right. We'll go back to one of my favorite ones. 2 American icons. One from Long Island, one from New Jersey. If you had to listen to for the rest of your life only one of these artists, who would it be? Would it be from New Jersey, okay? The East Street Band, is that what they're calling? The Bruce Springsteen. Born in the USA. Born. What the hell is that? In the USA. All right. Would you go with Bruce Springsteen, famous rock and roll legend, okay? Or are you going with Long Island? Frank's jumping on him. I love it. Would you go with Mr. Piano Hands, Mr. Billy Joel? Sing me a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song. And Davies in the Navy. All right, whatever that song. All right, guys, I know it when it comes out because, well, they lead me into it, right? That's how I know all the lyrics. That's a tough one. Both of them are great. Both of them are American icons. I love both. Probably 5 to 10 hits each. I probably love. Nate is a huge fan of Bruce Springsteen. Him and his family literally listens to Sirius Radio or Sirius XM, the Bruce Springsteen channel. But for me, I'm a Billy Joel fan, man. I'm a Billy Joel fan. I like Billy Joel. Love the piano. Love that he goes crazy with it. So yeah, I'm going with Billy Joel. All right, so that's food, place, person. All right, now let's go with. All right, let's go with another one that I said earlier. Maybe you remember it. It all has to do with a little bit of tossing. Okay, a little bit of tossing. Toss it over here, toss it over there. We're gonna go with the new sport and an old sport. Actually, the new sport is probably pretty old now because I was playing it 25 years ago. But which would you prefer to play? Okay, a classic game of horseshoes. Okay, I'm talking like 2x4s in the sand pit with the metal stake. You got your Uncle John. He's been drinking beers. He's chucking them. You got Harry Erler. He's whizzing them by. He's getting a ringer. Good old-fashioned horseshoes. Or a little bit of walking through the woods, frisbee golf. A little frisbee golf action. If you've never played frisbee golf, the best place to play, in my opinion, is Carolina because they play through the forest, which is amazing. But it's really fun. I mean, it's definitely not as easy as you would think. You don't just throw the frisbee because if you just throw it, you throw it in the forest. But it's fun, and when you get a ringer from flying away, it is awesome. Horseshoes with Uncle John, yeah. Frank, all right, I'll play with you. For me, horseshoes. Got to be the horseshoes with Uncle John. Love playing the horseshoes. You don't see it played as much anymore. Remember back in the 80s, they used to play these things called jarts, and they were like a giant dart. I don't know if you guys remember that. You'd have a plastic circle, and you'd put it over there and you'd launch it. And me and Tony Zarcone, I remember we used to play this game all the time in my backyard. Well, backyards in Kenmore aren't that big, and we would launch these jarts way up in the air. And I remember the one time it went over the fence and slammed into this guy's Oldsmobile. We were like kids. We were like 7, 8 years old. Man, those things were wicked. No wonder they stopped making them, or maybe they do. I don't know. I would love to get my hands on an old school set of jarts. I should make that my garage sale hunting. Or I guess now you don't really have to. I bet you I probably could find jarts on eBay within 5 minutes. But yeah, if you've ever played jarts, you know what I'm talking about. All right, going with the last one. We got to go grosser than gross. Guys, what would you rather? I'm going to go back to the one that we used 3 years ago. Which would you rather eat? Okay. Horseshoes are considered a weapon in Massachusetts. Are they? Wow. I mean, yeah, you could very easily freaking mess somebody up. All right. Which one would you rather eat? I'm talking a hard ball, like a softball sized. Okay. You gotta eat it. So it's the size of a ball. Do I have a ball around here? Or the magic globe? And it is either compacted, all hardened up earwax. So you bite into that thing and it's like oh, just all the earwax is all over your lips, on your gums. It's getting stuck in between your teeth. You're tasting it on your tongue. Okay, or would you rather eat a ball of condensed boogers? Okay, so many people. They go to the mall that day and they ask everyone to pick out their ear and they make the ball of earwax, and then they ask someone to pick their nose and they make the ball of boogers. And you guys just sit there and eat through them boogers, and you're just eating it. Some of them are wet, some of them are crunchy, some of them might be bloody. They're disgusting, dusty old boogers. Okay, what's it gonna be? Ooh, yeah. These. Okay, we're getting rare form today. No, I just like the gross. Losing the audience, you clearly love the gross. Sorry, Frank. I just like to get people's faces off it, but I can't see anybody's faces. All they can see is me and go, that guy is sick. Okay, but I would have to say, if I had to choose, I'm going to go with the earwax, okay? Because I don't want to eat a ball full of boogers. So a ball full of earwax it is for me. Not the best of grosser than gross, but hey, you got to toe the line sometimes. Maybe even cross the line sometimes. But there it is, guys. What would you rather? That was fun. That's gross. Don't eat either. I don't know what else I can say. Is we're 46 minutes into the Just One Beer show, but let's whack this down, and I'll go ahead and give it a score. I'm gonna go for a heavy pull. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Earwax or the rest of that beer. Oh, I love it, Frank. I love it. Frank, I got to say, I think you're the only one that commented other than Bubba, but he's busy. I look forward to seeing you one day, man. I'm going to come to Massachusetts. My cousin lives out there. Definitely going to come out and visit you. And I'll stay a weekend. Maybe we'll do a baseball game or something. We got to catch up, man. Really, really miss you, man. Hope you're doing well. You're one of the people I've always said on this show, and I just want to say it again. Thank you for always making me feel welcome. Long before Child Man Dan, but when I was a substitute teacher in China, making me feel welcome at the school. I really appreciate that, man. And that's the small things I won't forget, man. So thank you so much, Frank. Appreciate that. That right there is American love. Appreciate that. All right. Can you say Sally sells seashells down by the seashore? Yeah, I guess. All right, we could do that a couple of times. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Sally sells seashells down by the shore. Maybe we can. I like the other one. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. I look forward to that. We can hit 2 breweries. Will be fun. Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah. I'm not gonna get into it anymore. You know how I feel about that. All right, let's do it. We have the Black Tuesday. All right. It's been a long time since I chalked up the scoreboard. Here we go. Black Tuesday. Got the old school one, the original one. All right, taste. Hey, here we go. Danny Soleil, the kid from Kenmore. Happy 4th of July to you, Chris. Happy 4th of July, brother. I will be home in September. Last weekend of September. I'm coming home. My baby sister is having a baby. So save a day for me, buddy. Let's go out and let's grab a beer. I'd love that. We are going to go ahead and score this beer. No, I this is what we're drinking on the Just One Beer. It is from the Bruery and Placentia, which is right outside of Anaheim. It is called Black Tuesday. It is a bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Stout. And I got to tell you, I did not like it. It was rough, man. Watch. Hey, Freak. Yes. What's up, Tenacious Freak? We are live. I see. Yes. Decided to pop on before I head down to the beach. But this beer, like I said, tastes like bourbon. I don't like bourbon. Bourbon has always been alongside Captain Morgan. I never liked the barrel aged stuff. It's really heavy. It's very sweet. Good to see you all, man. Good to see you, Freak. It's one of those beers. You know what, Freak's here. I'm cracking another beer. We're not scoring it. I'm just going along. I'm drinking a Singha. Thailand, baby. Okay, Freak. Cheers. Now that's a refreshing beer. All right. This beer, like Frank and I alluded to, it's the kind of beer that you want to walk in on a November day in Buffalo, a December night in Massachusetts, any winter night in Denmark. And you walk in and you got the pot roast cooking. It smells like gravy and onions and chives and potatoes. Everybody's having fun. You go up to your aunt and your uncle, and you don't know if you should do the kiss or not because you're older. It's just like that family festive feeling. And you ask for one of these, okay? Because one of these, and I'm talking about a 12-ounce glass. I mean, nothing crazy, right? I just drank about 24 ounces. Thing's 18%, 18.9. So we might as well say 19%. It's not the kind of beer you want to drink when it's 95 degrees out. It is hot. Okay. It is heavy. It is rich. It's so sweet. The molasses and the bourbon on it just stings me. I don't like it. Okay. Might be for somebody, might be the time. You can ask me to drink this beer in a different setting, maybe in the fall, and I would love it. Here, I don't necessarily like it, but I don't think that would change much because all the barrel-aged beers that I've ever drank, no, I don't like them. I've tried the Imperials. I like Imperial Stouts. We've had plenty of good Imperial Stouts on here. Shit, the best one is the one down the road from this one in Speedway. Okay, this one, it's just the barrel age doesn't do well with me. So for the taste, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 2.0. A 2.0. Not a very strong one. Okay. Now, but you still did it. Yes, I did. Yeah. You know, once I commit to something, Freak, I'm not stopping. That's just the kind of person I am. He still did it. Yes, he still did it. Yeah, I'm committed, man, all the way through. All right, let's go to the price. The price was great. It was free. This whole bottle of beer, okay, this buzz that I got going on right now was free. It's given to me by Debbi C. Thank you so much, Debbie. I don't know how much it would cost, but I'm going to go with an old school scoring, and I'm going to say because it was free, because it was a gift, how could you not give it a 5.0? 5.0, okay? 5.0. Even though it tasted bad, it still was free. It's not that it tasted bad. Listen, if you got people that are like really into the barrel-aged stouts, they're going to love this beer. That part good. I just don't like bourbon. I don't like bourbon at all. I argue for the X Factor for 5 points. I got the show online. Nice. I like it. All right, design. I actually like this design. It makes you feel like, you know what? I'm drinking a bottle of wine. Okay, you see how big it is. It's bigger than my head. Okay, it's got a cool label. I like how they kept it, pretty much the same three tones: the white, the black, and the silver, which is kind of cool. Just sucks that Oakland's got or Las Vegas has got those colors, but it looks like a bottle of wine. I kind of like it. I like how it's simplicity, but they use the right colors. I'm going to give it a score of a 4.0. Design 4.0. All right, let's go to the accessibility. This beer you're not going to be able to find. I don't remember my drunken tequila stupor when Debbie gave this to me, but I want to say she said it was like a special edition. I looked it up on the internet a little bit and didn't find anything crazy distribution to this thing. If you're going to be in San Diego, Anaheim, I'm sure you can find it. But I don't think you're going to be able to find it outside of Southern California. So I think the accessibility, I think the popularity of this drink is not going to be very big. I'll tell you what, I'd like to go back and try this beer this winter. If I can get it this winter and see how I feel when it's colder outside, Okay, I don't run the air conditioner when I do the show because it makes the studio kind of like a muffled sound. So it is still pretty hot in here, and not muggy, not like Southeast Asia muggy, but I'd like to try this beer when it's cold out. Accessibility wise, I'll let you know now. I'm pretty indifferent. I'm going to go right down the middle. Actually, I'm going to score it a little bit low because I don't think a lot of people can get this beer. I'm going to go with 1.5, and that's going to hurt it. Okay, now let's go to the TMD X Factor. Okay, one of my favorite things is a super strong, super strong. I'm literally drinking this like it's like a water because I feel like I have so much like flavor going on in that beer. That is one thing I will say back on the taste. There's a lot of flavor in that beer, almost maybe a little bit too much, but it's a sweet flavor. Okay, it is super strong at 19%. Had 2 of them, so this is kind of like an Aquafina. All right, TMD X Factor. Look, the fact that it was given to me, that alone should give it a 5.0. But the fact that I'm able to hop back in here, it's Independence Day, it's July 4th in the USA, and I have some of my 2 favorite people. One I actually know personally, and one I've never met, but I feel like it's crazy. I feel like he's a really good friend of mine. I keep his classes right there, freak. Okay, they're right there. The Danish Fredericksburg mugs. Okay, this guy and his girlfriend, wife, really touched my heart about 3 years ago when I first started this, and they sent me these cups. I will forever cherish those. So thank you, my friend. Uh-oh. That's nothing. Anyway, the TMD show came back today. Special episode of Just One Beer. It's always fun. But as I told you guys earlier on in the show, I'm never going to stop doing YouTube. I'm never going to stop creating. I'm never going to stop entertaining. Having an audience has been amazing. That makes it a lot of fun. But even if there was one person, I'd still show up and do it. I love to do this. And I don't know when, but at some point, I will be bringing the weekly beer show back. Hopefully, I'll bring it back even better. I'd like to get a team around me. Really go out on the road and visit breweries. Really do the thing that I wanted to do with the beer thing. Going back to it, being the host of a show, being here, unbelievable. That right there is the TMD X Factor. I'm giving it a 5.0 because it's so special to me. Every time I show up, I absolutely love it. Thank you guys so much for being here. 6.0. Oh, he called it. Frank, you know what, dude? You've been with me the entire hour. I'm taking your suggestion, and I'm going to do my only time I've gone over 5.0. 6.0. Nate would get crazy sometimes and give it like a 12.5 or whatever. Today, my first day, 6.0. Unbelievable. Yeah, and that's awesome. Got to see the show from beginning to see it. Great mug. It's been fun, man. It's a quarterly beer review, 3-4 beers reviewed. 2 brewery tours. Yeah, something like that. The going on the road would be amazing. It's going to happen. I just don't know. I don't know when it's going. Like it might happen 10 years from now. I'm really old man, But I'm never going to stop doing this, guys. I love it. Thank you so much, really, for being an audience member. We're going to meet up one day. We're going to enjoy beers, and let's see where it goes. Well, let's total up the score. I'll let you know the score. Finish this thing high and get out of here and go celebrate. All right, 7. Okay, 11. Wow. Okay. All right, not as bad as I thought. Okay, so today's beer, like I said, wasn't the best tasting beer, but it had a lot of other things going on for it. First thing that I would say is it was gifted to me. Thank you, Debbi C, last time. Appreciate it so much. This is from the Bruery in Anaheim, the Black Tuesday, 18.9%. Scored an 18.5. Okay, almost the same as the percentage. Now, I definitely feel it in my stomach right now. Okay, heavy Imperial Stout. I like the Imperial Stouts. They're delicious beers, especially the coffee ones. I love those ones, but the chocolate ones, The barrel-aged ones I could pass on. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and drink this thing high. I'm going to leave you with a quote that I brought up. Well, we're going to bring it from the old 3 years ago when the show first started, when it was Tenacious Freak, Barrow, and Greg Z. Okay? Forever gracious, my friends. We're going to bring up the 4th of July of that year. I said this quote, and I stand behind it. And I don't know if you've ever read Meditations. It's definitely worth reading. I'm about halfway through it. Marcus Aurelius is a Roman emperor. Very interesting perspective if you can put yourself back in that time. He was a Stoic, and he said this. I'm going to leave you with this quote. Round table format with 4 live discussion. Yes. Love it, dude. Not really a beer anymore at 18. I got to agree with you. All right. Marcus Aurelius said this. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Let that sink in for a minute, right? I said this 3 years ago on the same weekend, okay? And I still stand behind that, okay? The quality of your life and the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Like if you think good things happen. If you think mediocre, it's hard to stay positive all the time. But being optimistic in life, you got to look at yourself in an introspective way. You got to look at all the good things. You really have to look at it. You can't just laissez-faire it and just kind of like gloss it over. Man, you got to look at everything that you got going on, like just being able to be vertical. And if you don't have any issues with your extremities or organs or anything like that, that alone starts you off amongst other people, okay? Those thoughts that you put in your mind can change your life. They can make you do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be, go wherever you want to go. And I strongly encourage you, as from that old-ass Roman emperor hundreds of years ago to current day, okay, current day, take that quote and put it in your life and think about it. Spend the time, just a couple minutes, just thinking about it, man. How positive your life can be when you think optimistically, right? Now, I'm slurring, I'm rambling, I'm not going to go on. I already said the quote. That's the quote I'm leaving you with. Couldn't argue about that. Says, Freak, yes. Marcus knows, and I'm listening to Marcus. Yeah, definitely check out Meditations, guys. I'm not going to go on any further because then it just sounds like I'm on a diatribe, but I really do live this stuff, man. That's why I put down the show to do 75 hard. That's why I'm consistently pursuing the law of attraction and positivity. These things are not here for the camera. I'm doing it, man. So I encourage you to. I encourage wherever you are, whatever you're doing, to enjoy your life. Be positive about it. Look at the good things. Life is going to hit you in the gut sometimes, punch you in the face. Going to give you some things that you have to get through it, right? I'm not going to go and dwell on it because nothing bad has happened. We're all in celebration. Guys, happy 4th of July if you're American. If you're not, thank you so much for hopping on the show. And if you want to celebrate with us, that's cool too. We welcome everybody. Thank you so much. Special shout out to Frank. Frank, thank you so much for being here. I think you were here from the start of it. Appreciate you, man. I hope you're doing well. All the best in wealth, health, success, all that good things. Cheers. Looking forward to it. Tenacious Freak, thank you so much. You are one of the OG3s, my friend. And I bet you if it wasn't like 2 a.m. in India right now, Barrow would be here too. Agree. Positive output. Give yes. The new and improved, Danny. I love it, Freak. Still the same old Danny, just more intense, I guess. Hopefully you guys will understand. I got the Oscar for the copper fit socks. Guys, I can feel the 18.9%. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a great day. Happy 4th of July, USA, and all the best. I'll see you next time. I'm Danny Soleil, a.k.a. Travel Man Dan. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.